You're gonna see me pop on when I get to my phone. I'm gonna pop on just to make sure that and then I'll log out. Yeah, you'll see me pop it. It'll be that.
And we are just. You must have the order. We've got red, now orange, and we've got blue on the side.
We didn't get the memo.
And he said, well, I said, well, I sent it to James. I sent it around, but then he shows up with the paper written. I'm like, okay, hold on. Anyway, good to see you.
Maybe you should send the memo out every other week.
There you go.
You just put the memo out and tell us what.
Well, you know, I'm a little divided because of the 100 Club, so I like to wear my blue, but gotta wear my red too.
Mr. Grant, would you like to start, please?
It is Monday, 10 o'clock at June the 8th, 2026. I'll make a motion that the regular meeting of the Navarro County Commissioners Court come to order.
Second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Grant, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are in session. I'd ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and opening prayer, followed by public comments. All right, who's going to pray? Me? I will.
Glad you're right.
Not a problem. Let's pray. Father, thank you so much for our day to day. We ask your presence, your wisdom, your guidance as we deal with the matters of the county. We ask you to forgive us for the many ways that we may have failed you. And it's in Christ's name that we pray. Amen. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee in Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. All righty, you may be seated. We have many sign up. Yep. Here it comes. And look, Mr. Jessup.
I am Stephen Jessup. I am the chair of the Republican Party of Navarro County. Although some may want to retire me early, make no mistake, I'm still the chair for another week before Chair-elect Ray and Ivy takes the gavel. Our Republican State Convention will be held this week, and our local party delegation, some of which are here today, has written a mission statement as we are representing the citizens of Navarro County at this convention, and I desire to share that publicly this morning. The mission statement is: the Republican Party of Navarro County believes in defending constitutional liberty, protecting faith and family, preserving private property rights, upholding parental authority, and promoting limited, accountable government rooted in conservative values. We are committed to safeguarding the freedoms of Texas citizens, protecting children and communities, preserving Texas land and resources, promoting economic freedom, and electing principled Republican leaders who will faithfully uphold the Constitution, the sovereignty of the state of Texas, and oppose Sharia law. Through grassroots engagement and civic responsibility, we work to secure liberty, opportunity, and prosperity for present and future generations. Thank you.
All right, thanks, sir. Bobby Rachel.
Good morning.
Morning, Bob.
For those that don't know, I'm Bobby Rachel, the constable for Precinct 3. And I'm here to talk about a matter that I feel like that needs to be discussed and resolved. Back in December of 2025, I had a conversation with the auditor's office regarding LEO's funds. These are funds that are allocated to law enforcement agencies and are specifically designed for certain types of aspects that the office holders are responsible for. These office holders are also responsible for the state audit of those said funds. I found out back in December of 2025 that the auditor's office was depositing these funds into the general fund of Navarro County. This is not only against law, it's inappropriate of this application of those funds. That information was passed along to the auditor in December of 2025. As of today, those funds that have been brought in since I've been in office, almost $10,000, have still not been put in the allocated spot where they're supposed to be. And they are placed into an account that is not legal. As the citizens put me into office, I consider the moral, the ethics, transparency of what's going on here. This is not appropriate. It's not legal. And the back and forth between the auditor's office, the blaming of the commissioner's court, the blaming of this is how it was done before now, and yet we're still talking about it. That is not acceptable. There's numerous emails back and forth to the auditor's office to try to resolve this matter. And I look forward to formal notice to the office holders where this matter can be resolved. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Tiffany, you're filling?
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
This is the first county commissioners meeting that I have attended. When I came this morning, I wasn't planning on speaking, but I decided since I'm here, I might as well make a comment. I'm here as a resident of Navarro County that's very concerned about the centers that are coming in. To my knowledge, at this point, there are 4 that are being planned. And my husband and I live on property that is adjacent to one of them. And I don't know if this is just a time for me to comment or if this is a time where I can ask a question. What is the?
You can't answer.
You can't answer. Okay. Well, my comment was that I know you're aware that Hill County put the moratorium in place, and I believe they were slapped with a very large lawsuit, and so they have rescinded the moratorium. But it's, to my knowledge, they have also placed a data center development review checklist and proclamation. They have made that, and I was hoping you all were aware of that and maybe could look into doing something similar. Is that on the
It's on the horizon. Yes.
wonderful? Because I don't know where your individual, stance lies regarding the data centers coming into a community, but I think a lot of residents are unaware of what's happening in the rural areas, and those who are aware, I think the majority of them are not pleased, except for the ones who are profitable. So anything that can be done to make it more difficult on these companies and to hold them accountable, I am all for. Because personally, the data center that is looking to come in right next to my husband and my property, it's about 325 acres. So I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not the largest out there, but it would definitely have a very negative effect on our property values, on our quality of life, on our ability to sell our property at any point in the future. And that's something that can happen to anyone out there living in rural Navarro County, and it's a big concern. And it's a concern for our health too, because we don't know what these things are going to be long term, the effect it will have on people's health. I'm already dealing with autoimmune issues, and so it's a concern for my husband and myself. And that's all I really have to say, but I'm glad to hear that you are already looking to put some things in place that will make it difficult, because it looks like Hill County has a very long list of things they're requiring these data centers to do. I'm all for that. Let's make it as hard as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Wayne Bonner.
Morning, my name is Wayne Bonner. I'm a resident of Precinct 4, Davis Precinct. Been out there for 40 years, out in the country. We got deer, we got pigs, we got everything kind of wildlife, you know. We want to keep it that way. So I'm here along with Ms. Gilpin to talk against the data centers. There's currently one that road flies 3 miles from my house, Bitcoin place. They purchased an additional almost 600 acres between Bitcoin and my house. The corner of that new property is a half a mile from my house. We don't want the light pollution, we don't want the noise, we don't want water use, we don't want any of it. Ms. Gilfield, and I've spoken to no one is in favor of this. Like her, I'd ask y'all to do everything you can in your power to keep these things out. They're looking for two main things. They're looking for power, which the Bitcoin was right next to a major switch yard, which maybe we need for that. They're trucking water in every day, 4 trucks a day, all day, 24/7, tearing the roads up, creating traffic problems. So we don't want them using our water, we don't want them using our electricity. Or I come from the electric business, so I know a little bit about what that does. And, you know, most of us in here are paying 10 cents or more kilowatt hour. They're paying like 2 or 3 cents a kilowatt hour because they're using so much of it. So it's not a good thing. We don't want it in the county. The citizens don't want it. Like I said, I'm not talking to one person that's in favor of the maybe employees that work on paycheck. So we'd like y'all to do everything you can to keep them out. One last thing, clean the ditches. Thank you.
Thank you. All right,
I would like to comment.
go ahead.
What we need to do, because everybody up here, everybody out there is tax-paying citizens. Just because we're on this board of trustees for the county or the commissioner's court, wherever you want to call us, chief whipping boys, basically, we are concerned also. It's got to start in Austin. Counties need more authority over what happens within the counties. Because I have come to the point in the thought process that we are marionettes and they hold the strings and we dance to their music. And without them giving us the authority to do things for our citizens and ourselves, we can't do it. And just like Hill County found themselves between a rock and a hard space, and they had to make adjustments. We had thought about that also, but we saw the same thing they got, that it would be useless. And it would be a crowd pleaser, but it was useless. But everybody needs to focus on our state reps, our state senators, and the governor to give us more control over the county, or let them do something about this statewide, because they have the power and they have the authority to give us the authority. But without that, we have no authority. But we're doing everything we can because we are all concerned also. Thank you.
And I talked to our state rep this morning, and they are taking this issue up. The problem is it won't be until next session, which is next year. And all this data center stuff is it's not just Navarro County. It's so new. It's all so new that all counties are scrambling right now to figure out the best way to fight it without violating their rights or state law and getting in a lawsuit. So it's all new territory and we're all having to deal with it. And it's going to be a while before we get it all figured out. But the problem is the ones that you have going on right now, before they get meet in the legislature next week. That's where our problem is. Can we stop them? What can we make them do? What can we make them not do? I know that as Cody Harris he's taking the water approach, but I do know that they are taking it up in the next legislature, which is good news for us because they know we have no teeth right now and we need it. We're not inviting them here. Contrary to popular belief, we're not inviting them here. We don't want them here any more than y'all do. But we also got to find them legal.
Yeah, there's 1,000 acres sold out southwest of Dawson for 45 million. How do you turn that down? You know,
It's amazing.
and so I agree with you.
One tool you do have is not giving tax abatements.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
But that hasn't been very effective in stopping the solar panels or the windmills.
Yeah, they're gonna pay
I'll tell you how much,
$5
I'll tell you,
for
to give you a clue how much money they have to fight. And I'm not gonna know the technical terminology for this, because I just saw it yesterday on the news. But these data centers are paying, are about to pay Elon Musk millions of dollars a month. Not one time and not a year, millions of dollars a month to fly something up there into space on his rocket for them to be able to communicate, these data centers to be able to communicate. Now, that right there tells you how much money there is involved in it, because if you can pay them millions of dollars a month to do something like that, and I know I sound like a dummy because I don't know the correct terminology, but look it up. I just saw it yesterday on the news.
Yeah, and they pay more for that property than we get a year to operate them. Tell you,
Amazing.
you know, poking the bear.
Okay, we need to do the Republican mission statement. Correct?
You already did it.
Oh, he's done it?
Yes.
Okay.
Wayne
All right.
Bonner.
I've just followed along the way it's positioned in here. Misapplication of funds. Who brought that up? Didn't somebody? Okay, so we're already good on that. What'd you say?
Is that all public comment?
I think it is. Data centers. Y'all spoke on that.
Yep.
So yeah, we're good on that. That's it on that part. Okay, number 5 is consent agenda, approving and paying the bills as submitted by the county auditor, including current bills paid.
I move that we approve and pay bills submitted by the county auditor, including current bills paid by today.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 6 is consideration of burn ban. We have this on our agenda all the time, mainly because we don't know what's going to happen out there as far as what our weather conditions are going to be and so on. And right now, the burn ban is still off. For anybody that's thinking about that, needs to go burn something. But anyways, are any commissioners, any of you seen the need for that to be placed back in effect? Or not?
No.
So we're going to leave it alone, correct?
And water standing on my watch.
Yeah. I have a tough time finding shoes that are dry. So I'll go out in the pasture or whatever, and then, you know, cows don't care. I mean, they're just nosing around having fun, you know, eating. But anyway, to no action on that. Number 7 is presentation from Meals on Wheels. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Good, good.
Well, I'm gonna bring good news. Shall I do that, please?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My name is Christine Hawken Boyd. I'm the Executive Director of Meals on Wheels, North Central Texas. It's my pleasure to bring greetings to for many of our staff, our board of trustees, our volunteers, and wonderful neighbors that we serve here in Navarro County. It's my pleasure simply to come say thank you. Thank you, Judge Davenport, and to the commissioners. This past March, you will have the pleasure and opportunity to do a ride-along and deliver meals to many of your constituents throughout the county, which you represent in your precinct. That was a joy and an honor to have you with us. In the audience today, I want you to look at these gentlemen as they were shaking their heads. We had a blast, didn't we? Myself, along with a couple other of my staff members, and we just simply wanted to come today and say, thank you for being a part. Thank you for sharing your support and care to constituents that can no longer get out very easily because they are homebound and or disabled. Unfortunately, I don't see the new TV flat screen TV in the room. We had prepared a thank you video of what that was like from each of your visits. So I will email it to you when I get back to the office. Please watch it at your leisure and you will smile at what you saw that each of you did during that month. Audience, you have great representation here and they did a great job. Would you join me in thanking them?
Thank you. Thank
I have a
you.
gift for each of you. May I approach?
Yes. Thank you.
I'm in the food business.
Thank you.
So I have a gigantic magnet for your refrigerator.
Thank you.
And on that magnet
Thank you.
is simply those measurements when you can't remember, oh, how many cups and that's it.
Good
Thank
deal.
you.
Thank you.
For the bakers, it's a good.
That's cool. Big thing. I
My
might
wife
need
will
that.
love that.
No telling how soon.
It's a good one.
Okay, number 8 is up next, and that's consideration of approving a proclamation to declare the month of June Elder Abuse Awareness Month. Excuse me, I've got that. I'm not here right now. Y'all got it? Thank you. Here we go. Office of the County Judge. You'd think you'd have that coming in down here. Oh, goodness. Whereas older adults and people with disabilities of diverse backgrounds contribute to the well-being of this city and actually this county as well by working, caregiving, volunteering, and actively preserving customs, rituals, and traditions. And whereas as we age, we build momentum by accumulating knowledge, experience, insight, and wisdom that can be shared with and enrich our community. And whereas abuse of older, and a lot of us are getting older. It's one of the things that jumps out at me on this. Mhm.
Don't want to admit it.
Just don't want to admit it, but anyway, something we got to do. We're all going to be doing that. But whereas the abuse of older adults and people with disabilities is a common concern affecting thousands of people across Texas, and whereas there were 125,382 reports of abuse of older adults and people with disabilities in Texas in 2025, and whereas abuse against older adults and people with disabilities is grossly underreported because of the social stigma, embarrassment, and fear, and whereas adult abuse affects men and women of all income and ability levels, all cultural and ethnic backgrounds in all communities, and whereas elder abuse is everyone's business, it is important to strengthen our efforts to prevent, report, and address elder abuse. Therefore, I, H.M. Davenport, Judge, Navarro County, in recognition thereof, hereby proclaim the month of June 2026 to be Elder Abuse Awareness Month in Navarro County, and urge all citizens to work together to reduce abuse and neglect of older adults and people with disabilities. Witnessed and served off, signed, and so on. I see it in court. It'll come up, and it'll be these people that you would think, and all of a sudden, one of them's getting hurt. Someone's needing to be sent off for mental evaluation. And what's really, really the most, I don't know exactly the word to say, what really gets your attention is a lot of times it's the kids doing whatever to the adults. Either not feeding them, whatever it may be, abusing them, slapping them. It can be physical, it can be anything. And it's just something that You just can't believe it's happening when it happens, but I see it. And, anyway, we do what we can. We try to do all that we can, in fact, to, limit it, to take care of those people one way or another. Also sending some people off for mental evaluation to make a determination, what might be best to be done. Anyway,
Since I am one of the older adults, I want to make a motion that we approve this proclamation to declare the month of June Elder Abuse Awareness Month. And I'm gonna take a copy to my road crew that talks about my age quite frequently. Every morning when we have coffee. Second.
motion made by Commissioner Brewer, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Was that, would you want to speak on this?
Oh, yeah, please.
Thank you, first of all, for acknowledging that elder abuse does occur in the forms of abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, neglect, whether that's neglect by someone or self-neglect. And then one of the big items here in recent years has been financial exploitation of our seniors. And you're right, it is typically their adult children who are taking their money. They believe they have a right to it, and they take it and spend it, and then they put their parents in a state of neglect, and they cannot take care of themselves anymore. They think that's okay because they'll just drop them off at the local ER, and someone will put them somewhere, and somebody will pay for it. So that's what our APS caseworkers are having to deal with. Of those 125,000 plus reports in Texas, in Navarro County last year, there were 167 investigated, but I can promise you it's highly underreported. It's not like Child Protective Services. Our seniors can go for months with no one seeing them and no one inquiring about where they are. So I would just encourage you, if you are missing someone at church and you wonder where they've been, check on them. Also, I want to thank Meals on Wheels. Y'all are our eyes and ears. The volunteers are fantastic from the bridge such a gap that we have with our disabled adults. But I thank y'all so much for having us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for doing it.
My mother was in a home in Dallas and she broke her hip. Nobody knew. I said, when did she fall? She didn't fall. How'd her hip get broken? And that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Nobody's gonna report it.
We just need to be aware. All of us need to be aware that this is happening. It's not someone just throwing something out there and saying, hey, you need to look at this. It's real. So we just need to take care of business instead of those people who raised us. My parents are both passed. They're dead. But those people who raised us set a path for all of us to do what's right. And
They taught us how to use a spoon.
Yeah.
We could take care of them for a little while.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, number 9 is consideration of approving a replat of High Meadows Estates, Lot 6 for Stephen Jenkins.
Good morning, Jim.
Morning.
Yes, Mr. Jenkins, brought in a application for replat for High Meadows Estates, and basically he's wanting to cut out a piece of his property for his daughter. And if we approve it contingent to what we have around here, it meets all the county regulations. To make it 2 lots and 3 lots. Nothing real. Pretty basic.
How big is this lot right here?
It will be 1.22 acres. And we made him add just a little bit more, so that it made it 1 acre usable area. Well, that's why it's 1.22. Because to where he would have at least 1 acre of usable area for the septic system.
So is there a building already on this?
No, sir, not that piece.
Is there, mind if I?
No, go ahead.
There's something on here.
Yes, sir. Right there,
The large home is me and my wife's home. We bought a 10-acre tract probably 10 years ago. I've been living on it ever since. 2 acres wide, 5 acres deep. Our daughter moved in next door to us. And the entire time in which she's lived there, she has not owned the property. So we wanted to have it replatted. So she would officially have 1 acre to herself. That way, if something happened to us or anything, she still can, legally owns her 1 acre. I do notice that when we had the survey done, for some reason, they did our home, then they did our 9 acres, and then they did my daughter's 1 acre separate. We're not asking for 3 different replats. We actually want to keep the main home with the 9 acres and then the 1 acre be separate. So we're actually just asking to replat those 2 things. We don't want 3. We just want to split the 9 acres with our home from her manufactured home with 1 acre for her. That way she has hers and we have ours, and she can be free to do.
So are y'all having that corrected?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me and Mr. Stanley, when I brought him the original survey, we had a discussion, and there were a few little things that needed to be changed. And he was reaching out to Mr. Anders out of Athens, the surveyor. He is supposed to send over a corrected copy of the new survey. So.
I'm gonna make the motion, but I'm gonna make it contingent on that change. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the replat for High Meadow Estates Lot 5 for Stephen Jenkins contingent on the correction of the survey.
Second. Motion made by Commissioner Grant, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 10 is consideration of accepting a donation in the amount of $3,000 from Navarro County 100 Club to the NCSO. Somebody here got their hand out taking money. That's what I thought.
The $3,000 is for a SWAT equipment.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe.
I'll make a motion of accepting a donation in the amount of $3,000 from the 100 Club to the NCSO. Second.
Oh, that's quick. Motion made by Commissioner Perry, seconded by Commissioner Moore. Actually, seconded by 2 or 3 of these guys, I think, at that time, but we're gonna give it to Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 11 is consideration of declaring the listed Navarro County Sheriff vehicles as salvage. It says see attached list.
Don't think y'all were using it. It was totaled, right?
Yes, it's a 2020, it's totaled back in January of this year. The listing of the commissions.
Make a motion that we declare the listed sheriff's vehicles as salvage.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Brewer, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I don't have a copy of that list. It says list, but I don't have a copy of that, so.
Well, I may.
Thank you.
You got it? Okay, good. Number 12. We did vote on that, right? Okay, get it interrupted. My brain kicks over for a minute. Number 12 is consideration to approve a budget transfer of $8,500 for the DA from, and it gives the account, the accounts 101-475-105 to 101-475-419 for 20 subscriptions. Is this correct? And that's our auditor.
Yes, sir. This is just the budget transfer that the DA's in the
have had a discussion around just move some money from assistant DA position that they have not filled, so they can do some recruiting down into the subscriptions budget. So we're fine with it.
Okay, all right. Just need a motion, please.
I move that we approve a budget transfer for $8,500 for the DA from 101,475,105 line item to 101,475,419 line item for 1220 subscription.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 13 is consideration of approving the closing of 2 miles of Northeast County Road 0070 in Precinct 2.
Yes, this is actually East Fayette, and I'm glad a lot of the law enforcement people are here because it's been torture down there for them. It's got a bridge that goes over Chambers Creek that the state put in. We are not able to get down there, but maybe once, maybe 30 days out of the year because it's in floodplain. The state has actually given us the bridge back. There is nothing good that has ever happened down there, and I make a motion. The only thing I'd like to do is go be approximately 2 miles of Northeast County Road 0070 Precinct 2. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perry, seconded by Commissioner Brewer. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 15. 14. Sorry about that. Let me put this in the right spot here. Now, 14. Consideration of approving the posting of closing approximately 3,200 feet of Southwest County Road 0070 in Precinct 3.
Yeah, this is a road way down there and nobody ever goes down it. It's surrounded by Cook property and the family requests it closed because like Commissioner Perry said, nothing good ever happens down there. And it's all been approved by the landowners down there. They don't care. They'd rather see it closed. So this is just the posting of it. So I move that we approve the posting of closing approximately 3,200 feet of Southwest County Road 0070 in Precinct 3.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Excuse me. Now, number 15, correct?
Now, yes,
I got behind on that somehow. Okay. So that was just 14 I just did. We did the 13 was the closing of 2 miles of County Road 70 in Precinct 2 East 5th Avenue. And then the next one was
115.
well, that's what I just asked. Okay. We are doing number 15.
now we're on number 15.
Thank you, thank you. Consideration of approving a special road use bond for WTG Hubbard Transmission LLC in Precinct 3.
Yes, this is a road bond and a road use agreement for West Texas Gas. This is a energy transfer pipeline that's being teed off into and headed west towards the Nexus data center. And so they said they were going, when I found out about it, I find out about these things through the grapevine. You'd think we would get more notification than that, but we don't. But I told them they were going to take care of the roads down there. If they're going to be down there all summer, it's a 20-acre pad, and they're tying into this gas pipeline and heading west out of the county. So anyway, I made them get a special road use bond and a road use agreement to take care of the roads. And I move that we consider approving a special road use bond for West Texas Gas Hubbard Transmission LLC in precinct 3.
Second.
Mr. Perry, will that you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Motion made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Question.
May I ask Commissioner one question?
Yeah.
$100,000. Mile, right? How many miles?
2.3 miles. They'd already hauled 100 loads of rock down that road before I found out about them.
Okay, we're done on that part. Number 16, consideration of amending a contract with Carbon Oak Valley Volunteer Fire Department to add 1 fire truck to precinct 4.
Yes, they've added a fire truck. They were able to get one through a grant, and they would like that added for our funding. And so I'll make a motion, we amend the contract with Corbett Oak Valley Volunteer Fire Department to add 1 fire truck in precinct 4. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Brewer, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Do you have a copy of that contract?
No, I don't see it. It wasn't in the packet. They called me about it, so I'll backtrack that today.
17 is consideration of declaring the listed precinct 4 equipment as salvage. See attached list.
Then we got 2 1998 New Holland tractors, one with a side mower, twin rotary mower, one with a boom on it. We've been using them as backups to our other tractors, which both of them have already been replaced, but they were backups for, and they're still sitting on the lot. But I was able to get them in last spring on the TERP system, and they should be paying us, the TERP system should be paying us $118,750 to reimburse for the destruction of these 2 tractors, which we got to list them as salvage before we can do that. I make a motion that we list these 2 tractors as salvage equipment for precinct 4.
Second. Any, no. I think they were dead on level. We'll give it to Commissioner Grant. Motion made by Commissioner Brewer, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Sure, did you get that? Yes.
Yes, I did get that one.
Got that?
That was on that, yeah.
All right, item 8 of the executive session coming up, 18 and 19 are not going to be heard or dealt with or used or whatever you want to call it. We're putting them off, and we're jumping to item 20, which is executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.072 to discuss real estate. We need a motion to go into that session, please.
It is 10:41 a.m. on June the 8th, and I make a motion that we go into executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.072 to discuss real estate.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Brewer, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all for coming. Bye.
Before we go, I want to say thank you to Stephen Jessup for serving the party in the county all these years and be leaving. Thank you, sir.